Welcome back to another episode of Woolly TV. This time round, it's the DHD Juliette. It's a performance board, so let's get this guy in some performance waves and get it performing. Don't forget to support the brands that support Woolly TV. Star Surf and Skate, massive range of boards. They will pick it off the shelf, wrap it up, get it in a box and get it shipped out the very next business day, straight out to you. They've been refining this board over the years, and geez, it feels good. I had to go for a custom one. I could have got the 6.3, but I sort of got the 6.3 dims down to a 6.2 to get the volume right where I wanted it in a performance board. In hindsight, I could have just ridden the 6.3 stock dims, but I think I'll get a bit more versatility out of the 6.2 and slightly smaller surf. It feels amazing. The rails are nice and pinched. It's got a single concave running through into a slight double in the tail. It's got all the mechanics in there that makes a really good performance board. So I cannot wait to get this thing in the water. Stay tuned. Yoo. Let's see how it goes. Oh, happening!
Took the top off my toe.
Yes, it's windy. It's onshore. Looks sort of shoulder to overhead on the sets. That's kind of just typical of a performance board that I ride. So I reckon I'm going to have a lot of fun on it. How's my hair?
Oh, yeah.
Right, so first surf. Been riding a lot of big boards lately, mids and bigger high volume stuff. So I haven't ridden a performance board for probably a month or more, actually longer than that. So I was all over the show on the first few and I was thinking, maybe this is too high performance for me and I need to go back to something that's a bit more old manish. And then finally I sort of stuck one turn and then I was like, oh, this has got some speed, and then towards the end of the surf, the back half of the surf, I really started to feel like I was starting to get it dialed in, and it was feeling pretty damn good. I got a long way to go on it. I think the board, like it is a board already, I can tell, for a really good surf and really good quality waves. So if you're an average or intermediate guy, don't even bother looking at this thing. It's a souped up sports machine. So it is definitely a high performance board. But that's only the first surf. Let's see how we go on the next few. Woo. On the waves I got, they were kind of bumpy but powerful and a bit wonky, and the board just sliced through turns. You can see how the DNA through, you know, like Fanning and Ethan's boards, how they can surf the way they do on this type of shape. Obviously, I'm not doing that type of surfing, and this is probably a lot more dumbed down version of the board that those guys ride, but you can definitely feel how that shape holds through turns. It just feels super fast, doesn't do anything silly, just carves right through turns. I didn't skip one bottom turn. It just felt good, so plenty more to come. Let's keep going.
So quick, like,
Yeah,
you
just
know,
off
like
the bottom.
boom.
Yeah, and clean.
Can't wait to see you rip on the like proper
Yeah, let's
way.
get some clean ones. Surf number 3 on the Juliet. And I was going to finish it when I was in the Island of the Gods, Bali, but I put a board through my chin and had to get it stitched up, and it kept me out of the water, unfortunately, and the waves were pumping. But it's on today. We're on. We're going to get some action. Holy smokes, it looks like one of the most glorious conditions. Oh.
And you want to get your board off the space car?
Oh yeah. That's not real good parking your car like that, eh?
Ooh.
Better roll back.
No.
There it is. Stop telling porcupines. It's good as, bro. It's looking perfect Juliet conditions. Solid glass EAs today. Rick Akawa. Is that not the funniest block of wax you've ever seen? We're down the beach today. I'm testing the Juliet, and we just found a grommet on the beach who's riding one. What can you tell us about your board, young Ace?
Yeah, they're very good. They're like really fast, good for turns. They turn sharp. Yeah, they go really good. I love it. Definitely get more.
You're getting more.
Yeah, I'll get more, I
Well,
reckon.
like your dad just buys your boards for you, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make him pay.
Yeah, that's not bad, eh?
Yeah.
That works fucking perfect.
All right, what size are you riding?
5'8.5". Not sure how many litres. I think-
5'8.5". You didn't want a 5'9" or a 5'8". Had to go to half.
well, I got a 5'8". We didn't want to get anything too like different, so I was like, I'll just go 5'8.5". But yeah, I ended up snapping the 5'8", and then this is like, yeah, what I had closest. So
Yeah, that sounds like a bit of grommet maths to me, but that looks like it's working for you. I get a couple of good ones out there when I
Yeah.
was walking down. Did like a sideways donut into another donut, backwards
Yeah.
the other way.
yeah.
pretty long surf out there. There's some moments where it was beautiful, and I teed off on a couple. The board felt really good. I just haven't ridden this board like 2 or 3 surfs in a row, so I don't feel like I'm getting the most out of it yet. But geez, when I get into the pocket on a couple, it feels really nice. Did a couple like open face turns, and the board just held right through the rail, pushed right through the turn, which felt great. Some of the boards are right, I can't do that, so it was nice to be able to draw those type of lines. And feeling pretty cactus. Just was out there for over 3 hours, just getting harassed by the grommets. Then I was getting harassed by some older guys. Here's what it is. I'm gonna have a drink of water, put some sunscreen on, and then I'm gonna contemplate life. Oh, how's it balmy out there? So got a few lefts, got a few rights, really liked it on my backhand. It just felt so sparky and fast, went unreal, teed off on a few rights, was kind of having a bit of shocker on the right, but as soon as I paddled over to the left, got some really good ones on the left. So that's the last surf of the board, went good. Stay tuned for the wind up, the wrap up, the jump up, the what's up next. So the Juliet from DHD, Ethan Ewing's model, and I can say that a couple of turns I felt like Ethan Ewing. I haven't seen the footage yet though, so probably didn't. When I first picked it up and looked at it, I thought this is definitely just going to be a souped up high performance machine. It even felt like that on the first surf, but I'd been riding a lot of bigger boards, mids and a bunch of fishes, and I hadn't been riding performance boards for a while around the first surf. Then as I worked my way through, got a bit of work done, you know, up in Bali until I busted up my chin. And it just felt so good. As soon as I got in head high waves, and it actually doesn't need a big wave, but it needs a wave with bowl in it. So it has got a lot of rocker and a lot of concave. You'll see the nose is super narrow. So it is a performance shape. It needs a wave so you can perform on it. The younger guys can ride them in smaller surf, but like me, my size and age, I kind of need a proper wave to get it moving. But I did like the positive straight out of it was it just sits on rail, goes so good through the pocket. Like you can just push it that hard, never slid out, never did anything weird. Even in the bigger stuff, the bottom turns, it just held so well, which is a positive for a board that you want to ride in good waves. It's fast, it's loose. I just don't have a negative on it. The only thing is, I probably couldn't surf it in, you know, waves with flat sections in it. It does need a bowl for me. Doesn't mean that everyone needs that, but I definitely need that with a board like this. So thumbs up, thanks Darren for the board, really appreciate it. And the Juliet, if you're looking for a performance board for good quality waves, then this one's an absolute cracker. Stay tuned for more Woolly TV reviews coming at you real soon. And that's my pet bird. He's been behaving well today. It doesn't eat much. You don't have to worry about changing out the cage, which is good, that's a positive. And he actually doesn't make much noise either, because birds, like some of those birds you'd hear, they're so noisy. This guy doesn't even, he's good. He's one of my best pets I've ever had.
What's that?
Surely you can do something with all that shit and make a board review. Jesus. Just remember how much of that spilt it'll be, how much you'll be walking home. Like if there's one bit on the floor, it's 1 kilometre. If you've dropped 2 bits on the floor, it's 2 kilometres. If half the roll's on the floor, well, I'm just going to pull over here and you can walk home from there. Don't laugh, I'm not joking. It's serious, mate. He's very vicious, he doesn't look it. He's big too, look at the size of him. I can't wait to watch the footage and realise how far from Ethan Ewing's turns they are, but I can see how he actually can push through those crazy ass turns where he pulls it that tight, right high, and then flicks the tail around. Fuck. Put a seatbelt on, you know what that is? How fat am I? I'm actually back under 90 kilos, but only just.
You can tell. I actually believe you this time.
Just under 90.
Yeah, the police.
I'm definitely not at my fighting weight, but I am just a smidge under 90, like 89 point something.
Have you
That's
lied
all right.
any episodes or?
Nah, I always put 87, but more like 90 most of the time. I don't lie.
90 what?
Well, I did get till about 91, 92 at one point. Sometimes on my backhand I can ride bigger fins and then smaller fins on my forehand, because just the way your body's positioned over your board, you're kind of working harder to bring your board around on your forehand on some of those turns. So it's often I'll go down to like a medium, and then sometimes I'll ride a large on my backhand. But definitely today it felt sick on the backhand, so fast. Like it did feel when I connected and had my feet in the right spots, because today I put heaps of wax on it. I kept getting that real sticky stuff, and I kept getting bloody caught up in that. But anyway, all right, that's enough. Come on, get that thing out of my face.
That's why you were surfing terribly.
Yeah, so it's
Wax was all
nothing to do with the board. Well, wax was too sticky. If I was an air guy, I would have been on fire, but I kept standing up in the wrong spot and then not being able to shuffle my foot forward. Had to get all the way down there, break a leggy, and just have to walk back to the car. It's 7.9 million kilometres away. Happy with that? How's the light? Can you hear me? Testing. Is my hair okay? Might take that leggy off actually. Oh no, I can't bother.